Hello, just testing everything works, and it seems to be working, which is very good. The music and everything, I'm gonna lower the sound a little bit. Okay. I streamed without my microphone yesterday, and it went pretty well, I think. I don't think there was any problems. But today I can do a normal stream. I have 4 pages for today. All of them for upcoming chapters. They're not for the current one. This one. These 2 are for chapter 10. And these 2 are chapter 11. No, 9 and 10, not 10 and 11. I haven't made the boards or anything for chapter 11 yet. It's coming. But today I want to do line art for hopefully all of those pages, but at least some of them. And some color as well. I haven't really picked any color scheme for their outfits. I don't have anything specific except for Billy's jacket, because she's gonna start wearing her signature jacket again. And that's about it. Alright. I'm so excited to do line art again, because I've been doing only other things for forever. And now I can go back to line art, finally. And also this time I'm using the right size pencil and not the wrong one like I did for a bunch of pages in chapter 8. And I was like, oh, why is it taking me so long? Why is everything so small? Because it was the wrong size of pen. Which I'm usually so careful about. But this time I missed it. Oh well. I might fix it later. Someday if I get the courage, but it's not that big of a deal, so. I don't think it makes a very noticeable difference. So I'm just not gonna bother until I'm fixing other things. Which I didn't do for More Than One Lifetime, but I might for this one. Okay. Technically you can't see those, but I want it to be clean and potentially reusable someday. Alright, and I'm gonna do another layer for the characters. which will make it much easier to color. Sometimes I think, oh, it's not a big deal. And then I get to color and I'm like, oh, I should have separated all those things. Because it's annoying. I feel like I haven't drawn them in ages. When it's been like, what, a week? If that. I've just been doing a lot of other projects, a lot of animation, and not mine, but stuff for friends and projects I'm a part of. And so it just feels like I haven't drawn anything other than that. But I have. I've also worked on some extras I want to make this year, apart from the Halloween one. I'm not gonna make too many, even if I'm publishing a chapter a month, which is more than I was doing last year. I want to prioritize doing chapters before doing extras. So I'll be doing that first. And also there's all the animation that takes a long time. And some of the projects I've been accepted in don't start until later in the year. So I don't want to commit to a bunch of extras that I won't have the time to do because I'm helping other people. My hair tie is completely stretched out. It keeps falling. I had another one, but I lost it when I was asleep and I don't know where it went. I think it fell in the space between the bed and the wall, and now it's just lost forever. Which happens, but is very annoying. I need to make it look like they're actually sitting on the bench. And not just floating above it. I still haven't drawn Billy with her jacket in so long. I gave her other outfits for a while. But technically in the story they're at a point where it's early winter. So it would make sense that they wear like bigger jackets and more heavier clothing, kind of. Definitely more layers than they have before. I feel like it's not gonna look the same. Do I have... Because I know she's worn it before in the comic. Do I have pages where she's wearing it that are somewhat recent? It doesn't look like it. I need to make her wear it more. It's supposed to be like her outfit that she has on all the time. Yeah, no, she's not wearing it after that point, so here. That's so old. Such old pages. She looks so different. It's fine. It can't always look the same. It's fine. It's just so weird to look at the pages again when I've made so many. Because this is page like 30. And the current one is 164. And that's not counting the cover pages and any extra pages I might have to put in the middle to make it look the way it should. Like if the chapter ends on this page, here there needs to be a white one, and here as well, before there's a new cover here. Because I don't want to have the cover in this spot and not have a page of separation. Because usually it would be the last two pages of the chapter, like 19, 20, and then it would be a white page, and then it would be the cover. But on like, I think one chapter, maybe two, it ends on this page. So, but I'll add all of that in when I'm done with the actual pages, like all the drawing, just so it's easier to keep track of. Because this page is number 164 in the file, and it's numbered 164 because it's like a content page, and it's the number 164. There isn't any blank ones that are just marked complete without doing anything on them. They've all been pages with stuff. But now that the file is getting really big, it's at almost 200 pages, I think. Yeah, 198. It's just too big for my computer. So I want to do like, it will be volume 1, and then I'm going to do volume 2. Which is going to be exactly the same. There's not going to be much of a difference. And I'm going to work the exact same way as well. But it's just so it's easier to handle. And it doesn't take forever to load, because that's annoying. It's normal, but it's annoying. I'm not gonna do a break in like the release, but I might do an extra little bonus chapter or something, just to say, hey, we're starting volume 2. It doesn't change anything, but it's happening. I would like to print volumes eventually. I just don't think there would be much interest for now. And I also want to have something complete before I print anything. So even if I have like the first volume almost finished, I would want to have like at least the whole story figured out, and to know how much there's going to be in total. So that's in a while. Because even with a chapter a month, it's taking me a long time. So No physical editions for now. Not for a while. I'm gonna need to see. That's the bag she had earlier in that chapter. I'm so used to animating on vector layers, but erasing a line here doesn't erase the whole thing. Whatever comic I do next, I'll do line art in a different way so that I can use vector layers. It's just so much faster. I have to make my own life easier. At least a little bit. For once, she's wearing jeans. Some sort of jeans. I think I'm gonna make them a very light color. Not white, like Mari has in this one, but a light color for sure. And her jacket is the first gray. And her top is gonna be darker, and her shoes are gonna be darker as well. Okay, and now for the hardest part, her glasses, which I definitely got out of the habit of drawing so often. Okay, and I'm just going to edit this very slightly. You don't see it, but I will know. And I wanted to add this. I think in chapter 8 or something, I did too little when it came to the backgrounds. And when looking at the overall chapter, I didn't like it. So I'm definitely gonna try to include more. even if I don't like drawing them. Okay, that's for the first part. That's the line art. Now, that's the wrong layer. Oh my god. Okay, and on this one, I'm gonna put a little gradient. Cool, now the bench. Do I color this? No, I'm going to not bother. I used to color a lot more things by hand, but I would rather do it on the characters and not spend a million years on the rest of the panels. No one will look at them long enough to notice anyway, so. I think that's a little light. I'm gonna make it a little darker. Okay. And for the legs, the metal structure, that's good. And finally, the last one, the girls. Pretty much their entire outfits are visible in this one, which is good, because I can use it as a clean reference for the other pages. I also still really need to finish. I mentioned this, I think, on Wednesday. The animation I made for them. It's just the colors that are left, but yeah. It's annoying to do. Because I messed up the order of my layers in some spots. So it's not it's not always the right thing on top. And I'm gonna have to move some of them. Split them into different pieces and move them. But that's not what I wanted to do at all. Because her jacket is number 1. And both the pin and the patch are white for now. I should give her the second ones soon. So they can become an actual part of her design. And not just something for later. No more music? Just had to ask. Okay. That for the jacket. What color for this? Who is messaging me? Okay. I'm gonna do this first. And then decide on the rest. They go to a lot of places in this chapter. Well, a lot of places. There's a lot of different backgrounds to make, but not a lot of them repeat. So it's fine. Because it's more annoying to draw repeat backgrounds when they have to match than to draw a bunch of new ones. The only exception to that was the forest, because I had to try to match it but not too closely, and it always took me ages. Okay. That's color 1. That's color 3. Whoops. Wrong one. That's 4. And this one is going to be the second color. The top. For the bag, I'm gonna leave it white, because in this scene, the very first chapter, she's got it and it's white, so. We use reusable bags here. I have one that was gifted to me ages ago and that I still use all of the time. So number 4. It's gonna be number 2. And I think her phone is number 3. Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, it is. Perfect. And for Mari, well, Mari's gonna have almost dark, almost black pants, almost dark. And for her jacket, we're gonna do number 2 for these, and number 5 for the details. What the? I've built up a little bit of a buffer for this, which is really nice. But I'm not sure how long it will last, because I'm not doing the pages in order. I just worked on what I felt the most like doing. That's not gonna be very great for the buffer. Someone on the Webtoon server yesterday sent a picture, and they have pages scheduled until like the end of May, and that's amazing. Well, probably chapters actually, because most people work in the vertical format directly. So they do chapters. And her shoes, I'm gonna do the same. It doesn't really matter. And the final touch. I have to be careful not to forget the little shadows. Something I consistently forget is to color the inside of the sleeves. Okay, and with the rest of the line art, it looks like this. Pretty good. I'm gonna do one thing though. Which is this. Filter, Gaussian blur. Good enough. And that's one panel done. I have to save more often. This one would be really easy to color though. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. It's fine. I can work not in order. I don't have a timer running anyway, because I forgot. But I'll just manually enter the time later. I've been better about tracking my time, but sometimes I just forget the timer. A lot of it is I forget to start it, but yesterday I was doing more shots for Prank a Bank, and I completely forgot that I was doing that, and I got distracted by my friends. And the timer ran for like 40 minutes more. Hi Jackal! I am pretty much winning, yes. I'm doing pages. Doing this. Which you won't see for a while, but thank you. It's new stuff. I'll send it on the Discord when I'm done. The cool moments I'll send. The gay parts. And are you winning? Oh, you might be at work, so maybe you're not winning that much. You're definitely winning. Amazing. You deserve to be winning all the time. And good luck with work. I hope it's better than it was yesterday. I didn't see the message you sent right away. Well, I didn't see it right away means I saw it like late afternoon. I was like, oh, he's probably done. He's definitely done. Winners all the time. It's our shrimp power. That's definitely harder to read than this one. But it still works. One thing I'm hopefully gonna work on next week is a small animation I'm doing with friends. We're making a choose your character sort of thing. I have my design, it's finished, it's really pretty, and I just need to do 2 short animation because we have a menu sort of thing and a detailed description of the character. And so I need to do each of those. And I'm hoping to get them done next week. Just so it's like over. I can forget about it. I might have to, well, no. Someone else did it in TV Paint. But considering how short it is, I'm just gonna match my brush in Clip Studio, I think. And I need to do the cleanup. Oh well, no. Aya is doing that one. I need to do also the animation of another character for another friend who doesn't like animating at all. So I offered to do their animation if they did the design. As I said, it's pretty simple, so I don't mind. But because of that, I also want to have mine done early. Just so we stay on schedule. Which we aren't doing so good with so far. There's a bunch of projects where I made schedules without really knowing what to expect, like when everyone would be available and all that. And I was dead wrong. I was very optimistic about what we'd get done in a week. And then we didn't do that at all. But it's fine. It's a bunch of self-imposed deadlines, so we can do it whenever. Some of the things we're doing are just a little ambitious, so. It's It's better to do it early. I also got to make a ton of spreadsheets, which is cool. Glasses. Better. Don't worry, Jekyll. You're at work, you're busy. I completely understand. It's so nice to have you. A European shrimp who exists at the same time as I do. Well, I was awake at the same time as my friend Crab earlier this morning, because it was 6 AM for me. And Crab goes to sleep very late in the day for him, because he's in the US. But I had things to do, which was so disappointing. I was like, oh my god, Crab. We are awake at the same time. But I'll just have to wake up early again another day. EU shrimp, yes. He's in bed now. Good. So many of my friends live at like insane times. I could never. My friend Aya also got a new job, and she was starting at 6 this morning, and she's very much a night owl who goes to sleep at like 3 AM regularly, and now she can't do that anymore. And it's going to be very difficult for her. But I like getting up really early, especially right now, because I can see, I'm gonna say the sunrise, but it's not really the sunrise, it's more like the day coming up, which is really nice. What is a lot less nice is when the construction across my street starts at 6:30. Like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Go home. Okay, it's been almost an hour, and I'm almost done with this page, which is really good. I really struggle with the last few pages of chapter 8, because I left all the annoying backgrounds for the end, and they were very annoying. And I did not want to do them. So I ended up just forcing myself to sit down and complete it. So for this chapter, I'm hoping to not do the same. To not leave all the horrible part I don't want to do for the end. We'll see how it goes. Okay. And it's just missing the gradient at the top, but I'll do that when I'm finishing the pages, checking everything over for the 3 panels at the top. And that's page 164. Done. Thank you, Jackal. You're gonna see, not in this chapter, but in the next one, there's some parts I think you're gonna very much appreciate. It'll fit your interests. See, like this background at the very bottom, I would usually leave it for last and be like, oh, I don't want to do this one, it's annoying, I'll do it later. And then it's like the last thing I have left, and I don't have a choice to do it later, because later is now. It happens all the time. Oh my god. Okay. It looks like more detail than it is. Because basically they have very few things in front of them, but the seats are gonna be the main part of, like, they fill a big part of the panel. So it looks like there's a lot of things, but there isn't really. I considered giving them like a full meal, but no. They're just having milkshakes and fries. That's it. Totally not because I wanted to have a milkshake or anything. Completely random. Totally not the need for a milkshake. Yeah. A sweet treat? Me? Never. I need to make something I can have tomorrow morning. Like muffins or something. Because my mom is coming over and we're gonna go like thrifting. And I have to have breakfast. Well, she's coming like late in the morning, but still. Also, is there any news of deliveries? No. Because I have something coming tomorrow and I'm hoping it will get there really early. I will get up at 7 for it if I need to. Need to make sure not to forget the color for this. Well, she's not wearing it in many other situations, but still. I've also been trying to find more little decoration elements to put in the panels. Because in the previous chapters, they send each other texts and there's like little emojis. But I had to draw them individually. Because I couldn't find a pack of like assets that really fit the theme. They were all in color or they were a very different style. But I'd like to find or do something like that. So I can just reuse it every time and not have to draw them individually. Muffins are a good shot. They're so good. And I can just put one in my pocket and bring it with me. I love the little dusted, except that it doesn't work. I need to add it to my own Discord emotes. Because I keep thinking of it and thinking, oh, I should use that one before I remember that it's like one of yours and not one of the servers. I'm like, oh, man. I need my little dusted guy. He's the emotion I'm feeling right now. I use Discord emotes everywhere now. Me too. I keep reaching for them. Opening my like little emojis keyboard thing and being like, oh, why is there so few options? Where's everything? Like, not here. It's just so useful to describe the exact thing you're feeling. The exact reaction you're having. Where are all Aussie little emotes? Exactly. How am I gonna explain the very specific, like, brand of evil I'm feeling in a moment if I only have the little guy that's like this? That's not the best option. There's a better option, but it's on Discord. Okay, hour mark. And I'm at page 2. This is not too bad. I didn't really know what to expect after I'd done on the animation for so long, but it's fine. My skills haven't evaporated into nothing. I also want to do more shots for Prank a Bank on stream, but some of the shots I've been currently assigned I don't want to do on stream because they reveal too much of the story and it's not as fun. Love you, Jackal. Have a good shift at work. I hope everything goes by really fast and you're home before you realize. And you drive home carefully. I also asked my friends off for a list of all the shots I'm gonna do, because I want to do a cute tracker in my Hobonichi. So if I get that this weekend, I'm gonna do it either Saturday evening or Sunday during the day. I forgot this part of her design again. There's the pockets here. Okay, it's a small thing. We'll pretend that didn't happen. As usual. Yes, my model is still blinking. Perfect. It hasn't stopped in a while. It used to crash more before. I think because I have like different outfits for the model, and they used to all be linked to specific keys, and I removed all of that because I kept pressing them on accident, and I hate when it changes out of nowhere. But I removed that, and I think since then it's been a lot better. I want to look into doing something a little more complicated for it. Maybe add more elements. To make it cooler. First try. Wonderful. I'm just gonna give her high-waisted pants that have just like a little, not a belt, but like this part. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna do the color. I know I've said it a million times, but I'm so excited for the pages to come out, to see what people think of them. Because a long part of the beginning was like, they know each other and they're pretty much friends, but they're not like close. So I can't make them like super friendly because it would be weird. But now they've been friends long enough. Okay. I'm gonna brighten my screen a little bit. The sky is completely white outside because it's so cloudy, but it's still really bright, which is nice. It doesn't feel like spring at all. But at least it's not raining all the time. I'm hoping it will be nice tomorrow, because I'm gonna spend like the day outside, so. My goal is to find a cute pair of pants. And that's about it. Which doesn't sound very ambitious when going thrifting, except I am exceptionally difficult. I am very specific about what I like and don't like, especially in clothes. So it's always like, oh, this could be perfect if this little thing was different. But it's not, and so I won't be getting it. Okay. This. And this. Coucou Chacha. Comment ça se passe ce matin? No, that's not what I wanted. J'ai 2 commandes de streameuse, ça faisait longtemps, je suis trop contente. Trop bien. Pour des émotes ou pour des... Ah, comment on dit? Genre les écrans, les cadres et tout. Trois émotes et un écran de début de stream. La classe! Trop bien. J'ai hâte de voir ça. Should have named my layers for this one, but it's fine. I'll definitely do it for the background at the bottom. Or I will get very lost. in other parts of the chapter, they're inside. And I'm thinking of not having her wear her jacket the whole time. Because like in this background, she's not wearing it. It's on at the back here. But I don't know if she would like carry it. Or maybe just give it to Billy to put in her bag. We will see. I haven't drawn them yet. Salut! Bienvenue! Dis donc, il y a plein d'Européens ce matin. Sauf Aya. Pour une fois qu'elle est levée. Non, je suis méchante avec elle. Bah alors, Chacha. C'est pour ça que t'as pas joué cette semaine. Oui. À ce moment, mon rythme, c'est 7h-22h. Ouf. Au lieu de 8h30 minuit. Bah putain. Comment ça se fait? « 8h30 minuit tous les jours, je pourrais pas. » Hier, j'étais fatiguée. J'étais là à mon bureau, en train de regarder mon écran et de faire mes trucs. Et il n'y avait aucune pensée dans ma tête. C'était le vide absolu. Le silence. Du coup, évidemment, j'avançais pas très vite. Tu fais quoi le soir? Ouais, c'est ce que je me demande aussi. Après, il y a toujours des trucs à faire, hein. Mais c'est souvent le moment de la journée où je me dis tant pis, ça attendra demain. Je préfère me lever plus tôt et le faire le matin que le faire le soir. Je joue jusqu'à 23h, 23h30. Après je lis et après je dors. Ah. Au milieu de la conversation. C'est horrible. Je serais giga vexée. S'entendre en accord commun. S'entendre en accord commun. Ok, ça va. Mais faut arrêter de jouer. Comme ça tu te coucheras plus tôt. Ça me paraît peu probable, mais bon. Après, peut-être qu'elle va pas jouer en stream, hein. Du coup, moi, j'en saurais rien si elle joue. Mais t'inquiète, Chacha, je suis sûre que tu vas avoir plein de chance bientôt. Et tu vas faire des scores de ouf. Je joue ce week-end. Très bien. Et ben, si je t'ai pas porté chance, oublie que j'ai dit ça. Je commence Detroit Become Human. J'ai trop hâte. Trop bien. Je vais mettre la faute sur toi. Non. On va pas faire ça. Je pense qu'on va juste pas faire ça. Detroit, tu vas le faire en stream? Ah ok, trop bien. Maxence il l'a fait mais j'ai pas tout regardé. Du coup je connais vaguement l'histoire mais pas les détails. Du coup c'est parfait. Une ou deux fois par semaine le soir. Trop bien. Ben, je viendrai regarder ça. J'ai joué un peu à Warframe l'autre jour. J'ai commencé le truc du Battle Pass, la radio de Nora là. Et j'ai fait tous les trucs que je pouvais faire de la semaine. Sauf les 15 missions, mais j'avais trop la flemme. Peut-être que j'en ferai ce week-end. Faut que je me rachète un câble pour jouer. Je branche une manette PS4 à mon PC et j'ai un par fil. Et mon fil il est super court. Qu'est-ce qu'ils font encore? Et mon fil il est super court. Et quand j'avais mon ordi dans l'autre sens ça marchait bien. Et maintenant que j'ai tourné tout mon setup, et bah ça marche plus. Ouf. jouer à Genshin plus souvent. I'm doing only one more hour, so I think I'm just gonna do line art and not do the color as I go anymore, and I'll just color later and watch a movie at the same time, or like a show or something. I am definitely reusing the symmetry for this one. Is it gonna work on these? Yes. Wonderful. Haven't checked a lot of the new things they've added to this version, but a lot of the tools work just the same, so I don't want to take a bunch of time just going through every menu. I'm waiting for more people to make videos on all the things that are new, not just a few, but like everything, because it's the best way to figure out what I want to actually use and what's just there and I'm never gonna touch it. Oh my god. A lot of people are very excited about the puppet warp, but I honestly could not care less, especially since it doesn't work with the animation tool. You can't like make keys out of it or even just use it on a frame, like an animation frame. It doesn't work. So I am not interested in that. But I know that they apparently added more stuff to the animation options, basically. And I am curious about that. It's not perfectly in the middle, but that's fine. The thing is, because they release the updates not as they go, but like more often than just when a new version comes out, there's stuff in between. A lot of the new stuff gets lost. Like, it came out months ago in the update pass, and so for the people who use the latest version all the time, it's just like a normal part of the program. So I feel like a lot of these get forgotten. Love the symmetry. So practical. That makes little sense, but I'm not gonna leave it like that. Okay, part 1 of the background. That's good. And then there's the characters. I'm pretty happy with this shot. I wasn't sure I would be able to manage it to make it interesting, but I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, don't care. Looking around these is gonna be annoying. I just had a weird pressure in my ear, like when you go up a mountain. Well, I'm definitely not gonna do all 4 of the pages, I think. I was a little ambitious. I probably could if I hadn't done the color, but that way it's figured out and I don't have to do it later. I'm a pro at this specific angle ever since I did the animation, because it was basically like 90% of it. Which is probably why it took me this long. I also mentioned on Wednesday, this week is so confusing, that there were other little dances I'd found that I wanted them to do. And one in particular, and I looked at it again yesterday and I was like, this might be a little ambitious as anything more than a study where I just copy the movements and do my best, but it's probably not gonna be like super close, just the general vibe, which is good for a study, just not a finished thing. But it would be so cool. Well, I just don't have the time now to, but it would be so cool. Half the reason I do anything. Because it would be cool. The other half is spite. I'm being so mean to poor Mari, because in chapter 8 she had a horrible time. This is chapter 9, she's doing pretty good. Chapter 10, she's gonna have a horrible time. Chapter 11 as well, probably. I haven't decided yet. Well, I kind of have, just not the details. Okay, that's for clean line art for page 165. And one panel is colored out of 3, which is not bad. The other two are this. There's stuff in the panels in the middle, but I haven't sketched it yet. And I need to decide some things about the previous page, the previous background that will influence the details in those two. And then there's this one, and same for the third panel. I'm only gonna do the characters because the background will be copied from a previous panel. And usually when I do that, I just copy the line art over and redraw it, because it's never exactly the same size, and I want it to match, which I didn't do in number 8, but that's fine. We will pretend it didn't happen, and nobody saw it anyways. Nobody but me. In this one I gave her, because this is chapter 10, I gave her a jacket again and a pair of pants. In the sketches here, they're a little large at the bottom, but I think I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make them be straight, like this, and give her shoes that don't have a lot of detail. But yes, this shape instead of what I have now, which is this. But longer. This looks like medieval pants. Not that. But yeah, I'm gonna change it slightly. And Mari is just wearing a simple hoodie and jeans. Stuff that can get dirty, which will be for a reason that I'm not gonna spoil right now. I did more sketches for this chapter, but it's stuff I don't want to show. My spreadsheet is gonna be such a mess after this though. Because I did all the panels and all the text. No. All the panels and all the speech bubbles are done for the remaining chapters for this volume. And there's a bunch of text left on screens. But I don't want to do it before I do at least the sketching and probably the line art, because I have to retouch it just so it fits like their screens and it's doing the work twice. But all the panels are done. All the speaking is done. And some of the sketching. But I didn't sketch the pages in order. And also the schedule. Because I know all the pages that I have and how long they're gonna cover. It's mostly gonna be batches of 4 or 5 pages. For chapter 8, I separated it more to try and match the events of the chapter. But it was really annoying for me to do, so I'm not gonna do that again. I could give her a shirt with stripes. Not a lot, just 3. I could. I'm not gonna do that right now. I can come back and add them later. I am so excited to do animation this afternoon. For the effects behind her, I'll do that later. Because there's other panels where there is that effect and I want them to match. And I haven't decided exactly how I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna use an asset from Clip Studio or if I'm gonna make my own. I would like to use an asset because it would make my life much easier, but I might just have to make my own. Because a lot of the assets are more geared towards a more manga style. And so they don't always look really great next to the line art. It depends. I'm trying to look regularly for new ones. Because there's always a ton that get added, like every week. And there's a lot of assets that are put as temporarily free. To get them to the top of the list, of course, but if you get them for free, it's still worth it. Which is another reason I try to look regularly. Because once you have them, even if they become paid, you still have them. I've gotten a lot of specialty brushes that way. And if one day I make another more historical comic, it will be good to have them. That is not in my immediate plans, but yes, I did. So I can't do that. And the glasses. Okay. One more. I'm hoping that with the added backgrounds, this chapter comes out nicer than chapter 8. With more gradients and more simple backgrounds, but that are still there. I think it'll look better. this one, where I need to change her outfit a little bit. Je reviens dans 5 minutes. T'inquiète, Chacha. J'espère que ça se passe bien. What is Mari's thing going to look like? I don't know. From the back. A good question. Oh no, I forgot my coffee. Oh, oh well. I'll just drink it cold. Like I do so often. I know I want her to have a large hood on this one, because from the front it's pretty big, like here. Like one of those you'd have on a cape, where it's just so comfy and so warm. She's still wearing pretty much the same outfit all the time. And it's kind of boring to draw. I cannot wait for her to gain some confidence and to start wearing different things. Anything. One of my friends on the Webtoon Discord regularly asks for color suggestions for outfits for the characters, and it's always really colorful and really like lots of patterns and interesting designs because it fits with their characters. I'm like, oh, mine are wearing the same black or dark gray hoodie for 7 chapters in a row, and that's their wardrobe. Mari doesn't own anything else. See, like I could give her like maybe a band logo or something at the back, but then I would have to draw it on every panel. And do I want to do that? Not really. Kind of, but also not really. Maybe I'll add it later. Depending on what the overall chapter looks like. From what I remember of the storyboards, she's not seen from the back very often. So it could be an option. And for Billy, we said straight pants. For some of the animations I've been doing, I've had to do walk cycles, specifically for From Within the Veil. Because for Prank-A-Bank, it's already all done. Just doing the cleanup, so I don't have to think very much. I just have to be really careful. But for From Within the Veil, I've had to do the rough animation. And so I had to look up, I did part of it in stream, I had to look up like the walk cycle poses, and I was thinking of them very much when doing this panel. I was like, oh, brings back memories of last week. Okay, that's all the line art that I have, I think. Wait, no, there's a panel here. Yes, there is a panel here. I thought I was done and that I could do more color, but no. I forgot part of it. This one shouldn't be too hard. It's very similar to the one at the top. Just Mari turns a little bit and Billy is looking the other way. But otherwise it's really pretty much the same. So it's fine. I need to make sure I don't forget her little... Yeah, I forgot it here. The details on her jacket. They're on the reference that is right in front of me, and I keep forgetting them anyway. I didn't draw them on the sketch, I don't know why. I was also really careful with the... I did the sketches with the speech bubble visible. I don't show them when I'm streaming because it's too much spoilers, but when I'm working just normally they're visible. Just to make sure everything was where it should be. Because for the previous chapter I was very confident I knew exactly where they were. And I had to move them all. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And I had to add a little bit of art in some places because there were white spaces. Which I only realized when I was starting to export the pages and display the text, and I was like, wait, this doesn't fit. It hides half her face and it doesn't show what I wanted to show. So I was more careful this time. Oh, 2 hours. Gotta unshrimp. She looks so different without her glasses. And her eyebrows, actually. An important part of her design. Okay, and then little pen. and the patch. Good. Is there a difference? Yes, the pockets. Like, wait, there's something missing. Something else. And did I put it on this one? I did. Okay. This is why I can never draw without a reference. Because even with the reference in front of me, I forget half the things. And then Mari. What? No. Glass is first and then Mari. Perfect. First try again. Mari, who's not having a great time at all during this chapter. I'm sure I'll make it up to her. Oh, no. It was on this one. Yeah, I gave her really thick cuffs for her hoodie, which I need to remember. Because here they're like too low. They're supposed to be quite tight. Just long compared to usual. Ow. I need to do more stretching more often. Not been very serious about it. And with how much I'm drawing, I need to be more careful. Mm. For her pants, I went really simple, yeah. No. I thought maybe this part should be longer, but no, it's fine like that. It matches with the rest, so I'll leave it like that. And that's the last panel for line art, at least. That was page 170, and this one is 177. Which is too long to say. What time is it? 11:10. I'm gonna do some coloring. Not for this one. For this one. I'm gonna color these two panels and then I'll be done. And I think that's pretty good for a day. If these were the next 4 pages, I'd be halfway done with them. A little over halfway done with them. To release them on time, but they're not in order, so. It doesn't really mean much to my schedule. So. This one is going to be really easy to color. Very nice. Ooh, is it this color though? It is. And on Billy, it's for her shoes. And her top. Okay. Number 1 for her jacket. I should do all my panels with this size. It goes so fast. And I forgot her pin. Again. For her pants, it's this one, which I don't know the name of without looking it up. One thing I've been doing for the panels when doing the backgrounds is when I do a gradient like this, I select the specific area of the panel, because if I don't, even if it shows only on the panel, it will also exist on like the entire page. It's just the section of the panel will show. And when I'm transferring everything to a vertical format, it means even if the panel is this size, it selects the entire page. And I have to move this entire area, which is really impractical when trying to size them in a vertical format. It's just something I have to remember to make my own life easier. What color is missing? This one. Okay, and Yes, it is here. This. Perfect. I'm gonna be pretty random with the shades in this one. There isn't that much stuff, so it won't take too long. I'm gonna make the floor the same color. Just because I can. And then I don't know how to color within the lines. Wonderful. I'm gonna make this a little lighter. And the seats will be even lighter. What is it? You've been sitting for too long. Whatever. Okay. I need to find what the shortcut is to switch between colors. Because I keep hitting it on accident when I'm animating. I'm like, why isn't it drawing? It's because I have the transparent color selected. And I looked yesterday in the shortcuts and I couldn't find it because I don't know what it's called. Or if it's like linked to a specific tool, or if it's a shortcut that works all the time, which it probably does, but just to be sure. I forgot these. And finally, this one. Perfect. forgot to erase that before I merged it. Okay, that's all the elements. Now, this. And Billy's shoes. I kind of want a milkshake again now. It's reminded me. I very rarely have them, because most of the time they're just too sweet. And also no one makes them close to me. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. After I find my wonderful pair of pants, which I'm so sure I'm going to find. This and well, we can do Mari's hoodie. Almost matching, but not quite. And there's this left. And the detailing on Mari's jacket, but it's such a close cover. I'm gonna also do this, this, and this. And the details on the straws. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, there's nothing missing. Perfect. Okay, that's page 165, mostly done. I need to add an effect to the third panel, but same as all the others, I haven't found exactly what I want yet. So for now it's gonna stay like this. I did this one, line art in color. This is 164. This one, 165. Line art in color. 170, a bunch of line art. Oh, it'll look better without the sketch under it. And 177, most of the line art except the background for the last panel, which will be copied from another page, so not something I can do right now. In 2 hours, 24 minutes. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. Oof. I am so tired though. I'm gonna stop here. I could do more coloring, but honestly, I don't have it in me. So I'm just gonna stop. Next week, we're back to the regular programming with animation stream on Tuesday and probably Wednesday as well, because I'll still have a lot of stuff to do for animation work. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, more comic. Not those pages, because they'll be done, but new other pages. The non-spoiler kind. Thank you to everyone who came to hang out. It was a pleasure to have you. I hope you had a good time, that you were productive, if that was your goal. I will be seeing you next week, and I hope you have a lovely weekend until then. Goodbye!